Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. It has been forever since I played this game. Somebody, or a couple of people actually reminded me about it and said, you haven't made an episode in forever. I did make an episode 10 originally, but the video was corrupted and I never sort of bothered to re-record it.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So yeah, I just had sort of left it and moved on to other things. But I do love this game, and I would like to finish a few more endings. There are only a couple left, I think.
He couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
And one of them is right here. You have to get on this chair and go out the window. And that's something that I actually find very difficult. It does work, apparently, but I don't really know how the physics of this work. Oh, hey, I'm on. Ooh, okay. Now I gotta go out the window. Can I go out the window? Where am I?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Good to know.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yeah, pretty much. Whoa. How do I choose one? I'll just choose yes.
I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
I'm listening to
Any
you.
of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable, and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Some people say I already am.
You too will become quite unbearable.
That was a beautiful song. Does it ever end? I'm actually trying to move around with the mouse and keyboard and nothing is happening. Wow, it's really never ending. Maybe it'll just torture me like this forever. The worst thing about these kind of games is you almost don't want to reset manually because you're sure there's something coming up next and I'm sort of waiting to see what it is. But I'm assuming it's probably nothing. I'll give it another 10 seconds. If nothing else, we reset. Alright, I give up. I give up. Begin the game again. What? Where am I? What? What happened? Okay, I've never seen this before.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where am I? Wow, okay, what? Can I go out this window? Who is torturing me right now? I can't go through any of these doors. Am I just stuck here forever? Well. So... Oh, something opened. There we go. Oh, whiteboard ending. Well, thank you very much. Console bark. What does that mean? Well, thank you very much for the whiteboard ending. How do I get out of the whiteboard ending? Are any of these open?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, the door's open. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did? Is this the same? Am I repeating the same thing now? What is the whiteboard ending? Or is this the whiteboard ending?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Whoop, okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Maybe I can just close the door for a second. Can I close the door? Ah, very peaceful in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I'm staying in here.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I don't know where to go next. I thought this was the whiteboard ending. So I'm just gonna stay here until you tell me the ending.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
If I've heard anything about video games, everything in a game has significance. If it wasn't significant, it wouldn't be here.
Somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They probably would find it concerning. But I'm still staying in here.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Wow.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley's addicted to drugs and hookers.
I've never seen him get this angry.
I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
I am dead.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Probably all the drugs and
In a
hookers.
situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Wait, I'm in a broom closet. I'm not at a computer.
Prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Me? You want me to step out into the hallway? I'm dead. I'm staying here. Probably lost half my viewing audience at the same time, though. No? Nothing else happening? We all good? Alright. Well, I guess I've exhausted his anger. Wait, I can't get out. Wait, can I get out? I can't.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Wait, I'm the first guy? I'm now the second guy. Alright, can I go back in?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species.
No, I'm closing the door too.
Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky.
There's no hammers in
waiting
here.
For when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Good. I'll be waiting too. No? Alright. That was funny.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can't remember the rest of these levels, actually. But I think I don't really understand. I thought I would have had an ending, but apparently I don't.
Just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Ew, why is that so dirty?
Doors close automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally
Alright, I've already done this
answer,
ending
an
before, actually. I'm not
explanation.
going to repeat it again.
His co-workers
I'm going to
weren't
actually reset.
glad.
I'm going to try something
He
else.
wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Good, I'm going to enjoy it now too. I'm going to begin the game again. Hopefully. Hopefully something doesn't reset very strangely. Wait, what? Now where am I? What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, is this for real? Hold on a sec. Why is it changing? What are you doing to me, game? Oh, now we're back to normal. That was weird. Alright, so one of the other apparent endings is if you type in a cheat. If you enable cheats on this game, you will apparently invoke an ending. SV cheats 1. Let's see what happens. Oh, something is happening.
Stanley, this is me being serious. In fact, this is my serious room. It's where I come to be serious.
Really?
That table is the most serious table I could find. I looked at many, many tables, hundreds of tables. It's possible I looked at over 1,000 tables. I honestly don't know. The specific number isn't as important as the understanding that of all tables I looked at, this one is the most serious.
You could have got some better
relate the
textures
story
for
to
it.
impress upon you the extent to which this is the most serious room I have, which is why I brought you here. You just tried to activate server cheats, which of course runs the risk of breaking the entire game. You've got no respect for the strict order of scripted narrative events, and I just can't have that. It's time to get serious, Stanley. No jokes, no games. Outside of this room, I might be more tolerant of those things, but now we're in the room.
The room.
Which is why I'm subjecting you to the most serious punishment I can think of. 100 billion trillion years standing here in the serious room.
That's quite a long
Perhaps after
time.
that, we can talk about the severity of your actions and whether you've learned anything. But until then, serious room, go.
Really? That's it? 100 billion trillion years. Where's Agent Smith? That's what I want to know. Alright, well, I guess I can't get out of here. I probably have to reset the game again. Well, okay, that's one ending. It's kind of funny. I'm going to actually, before I do anything else, I'm going to try it again and just see if I get the same exact thing. Let's try the server cheats again. Boom.
Whoa. Did we not have the talk? Are we not in the serious room this very moment? Did I not tell you how many tables I looked through? I'm going to be conservative and say it was somewhere in the tens of thousands of tables.
You said 1,000 last time.
Would say I spent an absurd amount of time doing nothing but looking at tables, and I genuinely considered each one too. I took a hell of a lot of notes. I kept the notes in a different room. That room is less serious than this one. It's more of a notes room.
Do you have a chair room?
Again, the point of this story is to convey how serious I feel this cheating issue is. And I'm sure you'll agree with me once you've fulfilled your new punishment.
What's that?
Infinity years
Infinity.
in the serious room. I generally have trouble reading human emotions, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you're devastated by this crippling new punishment. As well you should be. It's the most serious I could think of. Can you get more serious than that? No, you can't. Don't try.
I am going to try. I'm assuming I can't get out of here as usual. Let me try one more time and just see what happens. Begin the game again. Let's try the cheats one last time and see what happens.
Still no effect. The problem is clearly the serious room. It isn't serious enough. That's on me, Stanley. I apologize.
It's true. It is on
I went
you.
to the store to look through more tables. Hopefully I find one that conveys how wrong what you're doing is. Now, where did I put those notes?
In the note room. The note room. It's not as serious as this one, remember? Alright, well, I think we have probably exhausted that one. Let me just try one more time and see what happens. The narrator's gone. He's out table shopping, I assume. Alright, well, that was very cool. We are going to end off in the serious room here. I got a couple more endings done that you guys probably haven't seen. I will have to check the wiki again and find a few more endings, see if there's anything else that I've missed. Otherwise, yeah, the series is pretty much over. There's not really that much left. I might go through a few Easter eggs or something like that in there if I find them, or if I can see some on the wiki. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Take care, guys, and have yourselves a great day.